What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you all are having a very blessed and wonderful day. Today we're going to be going over a guide for the duelist character Wolverine, and we're going to run through this quick and fast so that you all can get back to playing or working or doing whatever it was you were doing before you clicked on this video. Also, as of today, I'm currently doing a 30-day stream for Marvel Rivals on both YouTube and Twitch. So if you want to come play or simply just kick it and chill out, please feel free to subscribe to me on here or follow me over on Twitch so that you won't miss a thing. So the first ability that we're going to be talking about here will be his left click ability, Savage Claw. Now Savage Claw lets you slash with adamantium claws for a claw strike. Unleashing Feral Leap, which is another ability, will enhance it to Berserk Claw Strike for a short period. This does a total of 15 points of damage per attack, and the damage dealt is equal to 1.5% of the target's max health, with an extra 0.045% damage for each point of rage that he has stored up. In short, it's his basic attack. It's really nothing too special, but it definitely does get the job done the best way that Wolverine knows how, and is also the easiest way to build up your rage meter, which we will talk about later. The next ability that we have here will be his right click ability, Vicious Rampage. Now this ability lets you dash forward to unleash a claw strike, another move to help close the distance between Wolverine and his target, and this move has a 3-second cooldown. Now the maximum distance for the move is set at 7.5 meters, and it does 15 points of damage per hit, and the damage dealt is equal to 1.5% of the target's max health, with an extra 0.045% damage for each point of rage that he has stored up. So it works the same as his basic attack. It's just that with Vicious Rampage, this gives him an option for either closing the distance, like I said before, or even using it as an escape option whenever the fight gets too dicey for you and you need to jump back out so you can go heal or reposition. The next ability that we have here will be his E ability, Undying Animal. This ability unleashes a fierce howl to briefly reduce incoming damage. It lasts for a total of 5 seconds, and it has a 16-second cooldown, and during that time you also get a 50% damage boost. Now on the defensive side, this ability, for example, can be used to tank ultimates, to be fair. Magnetos, Hawkeyes, Panthers, a couple of people, anything that's not an insta kill like Wanda's, for example. Wolverine has the ability to tank that if he has the health for it. Now my opinion on when the best time to use this is when after you charge your enemy, because then after using the ability, at that point it's easier to decide if whether or not you want to chase the kill and get that extra damage boost so that you can finish it as quickly as you can, or simply just use it to cover your backs as you retreat towards your team. Moving over to the next ability that we have here on the list, that would be his left shift ability, Feral Leap. Now, this ability lets you leap like an animal to snatch the first enemy upon impact and then smash them to the ground. Unleashing this ability will enhance his normal attack to Berserk Claw Strike for a short period of time, and that comes with a 12-second cooldown. Now, there are 3 different instances of damage that will be coming from this ability, and I'm going to explain them. The snatch portion, which is the first part, that's the grab, that deals 35 points of damage, and then the smash portion, which is the ending of it, that also does 35 points of damage. Now, once those 2 are over, then you have Berserk Claw Strike, because that is what's granted when the ability is done, and that does 6 points of damage per hit for 4 seconds, and then the damage dealt from that is equal to 1% of the target's max health, with an extra 0.035 damage for each point of rage that you currently have built up. Now, here is my entire thing, right? 1. Wolverine is very agile. Like at this point, his entire kit, including the team up ability, is meant to just launch this man across the field like a literal fastball. And no, I'm not making a pun. I'm very serious about this. Secondly, my only thing about Feral Leap is that it is very easy to miss unless the enemy just flat out doesn't notice you flying towards them, which is why unless you're using this as an escape option, and it's a very solid escape option, it would be better to get into an enemy's face and then use Feral Leap, because then you make contact with them at the start of the leap, and then you also get that first instance of damage that you will be missing if you don't do it this way. And also, not to mention, if you manage to get behind an enemy, using this move means you can take them back with you towards your team. So you could literally kidnap somebody from their team's area and then just bully the person after you 2 land. And if a teammate is there with you and they're paying attention, yeah, you should be able to just shred that person with absolute ease. Moving over to the ultimate, which is his Q ability, Last Stand. Last Stand lets you launch enemies up ahead and spiral through the air, sweeping up enemies along the path and delivering a devastating impact at the landing point. Now the impact deals extra damage based on rage accumulated. So the knockback portion of this move does 50 points of damage, and then the base impact also does 50, but that can get even higher because the damage dealt is equal to 10% of the target's max health, with an extra 0.3% damage for each point of rage accumulated. Now, this ultimate pretty much turns Wolverine into a rage-filled bomb. The best time to use this is when you're full on rage. Not only does this damage everybody that's caught in the splash area, but if you're the enemy who got launched into the air with him, you're going to be taking the bigger chunk of that damage, and there's nothing that you can do there. Plus, like I said, if he's filled up on rage, that's even more damage being applied that's about to hit you in the face. Now we're going to go ahead and move into his passive abilities because he has two of them. The first one is Wolverine. We all know what it is. Regenerative. I messed that word up. Regenerative. I can't say his healing factor. We just gonna leave it like that. I'm not even gonna cut this out the video. We just gonna leave it. His healing factor. So Wolverine begins to heal and rise with a healthy bonus health, shaking off all debuffs. After a brief moment, any remaining bonus health will morph into a one-off heal, completely zeroing out his rage. Assist and KOs reduce this cooldown. Now, the bonus health gain sits between 150 to 300, and then the damage also increases with rage. So, in a nutshell, right, Wolverine has 2 health bars, which is keeping in tune with how he's a very hard man to kill. I am very happy about what I'm finna say, because for a second, right, I was going to say Wolverine can't be like this at launch, otherwise he might be S tier just for the simple fact that he can't die. But the reason why I'm happy is because that's not the case, even though this means that what Wolverine is technically the closest a duelist can get to being a Vanguard with that healing factor. In terms of overall health and bonus heals, Wolverine is the best duelist in game right now. Now moving over to the healing factor. So when this move is done, it has a 86-second cooldown. Really 90, but when you see it pop up, it's going to say 86 seconds. Now, every time you get to kill or an assist, that cooldown will drop by 10 seconds. So unless Wolverine is active on every kill, and I mean every kill, even if it's an assist, that healing factor will not be around to get used that often, which means killing him is definitely going to be a lot easier for the other team. Moving over to the second passive ability, and yes, in case you were wondering, this is a name that I can pronounce: Berserker Rage. So Rage builds up whenever Wolverine attacks or takes hits, boosting the damage of his claw strikes and the bonus health from his healing factor. I cannot say that. Oh my god, I'm messing up. I can't say it to save my life. You get 7 points of rage for every savage claw hit. You get 20 rage for every vicious rampage and feral elite that's hit. You get 7 for every berserk claw hit, and you get 25 for a last stand knockback. He gains 3 rage for every hit that he takes, and that gain is 2 rage per second. Now his rage is marked by the red aura that's around him, and then the UI that's also sitting around his cursor, right? It looks like his symbol, his emblem. Also, his claws will start looking like they're superheated, which is a very visual nod to the people who know that Wolverine technically can use his healing factor to superheat his claws in the comics. Now, when he's at 100% of rage and his healing factor kicks in, his base health sits at 300. Keep that in mind. His bonus health has the ability to reach a new high of 600 health, which puts him around where I want to say Captain America is, and that is the max. He basically gets access to a Vanguard's health bar. The developers had one goal in mind when making this character, and that was to make Wolverine hard to kill. And I gotta be honest, I would be damned if I didn't say that I think they did just that. Like, this man, he's fun to play, but he is annoying to deal with, especially if his healing factor is in play. Getting over to what I would say is probably the best part of the video, because I know that's all everybody cares about and is what y'all really want to see: the team up ability, Fastball Special. So this ability lets Wolverine and Hulk interact with each other, and once both parties confirm it, they both have to initiate the team up. Hulk can lift Wolverine and then throw him forwards. Now, if the team up fails to happen, the cooldown is 3 seconds long, but if it does happen, it goes up to 15 seconds. And to all my Hulk and Wolverine players out there, please listen to me when I say this. The aiming on this team up is a bit wonky, so whenever you're going for the fastball, if you're playing Hulk, make sure to aim a bit higher than what you normally would. Even though there's an arrow that's showing you the path that Wolverine is going to take, aim a bit higher than you normally would, otherwise you're going to mess up the throw. Now for Wolverine, the fastball ability gives you the ability to damn near fly, and I'm not kidding. You can make a turn midair if you needed to. The fastball also grants you your enhanced basic attack as well, letting you know that you can follow up with big damage after landing, and then you could also go straight into Wolverine's combo right after, which is what we're going to talk about now. So for an easy combo to pull off, just so you can get some quick burst damage in and build your rage up fast, even get a kill if you possibly could, I would suggest using Vicious Rampage. And because it stops on hit, you can use that and then go straight into Feral Leap. And then from that, you can pretty much just go off with your enhanced Claw Strike. Those two moves, the first two, will get you 40% of rage off bat, and then after you land from the leap, you will have your enhanced basic attack, so that you can just go nuts from there, get the kill if you can, and reset so you can pull off the combo again and get some health. Now, with all that being said, that's going to bring us to the end of the video. Hopefully you all have had a great time here. Hopefully I was able to make this guide as easy to understand as I possibly could for you. Let me know down in the comments below if you're planning on trying a Wolverine, and if you already have, how are you liking them? Should it be buff, nerf? What are your thoughts? And again, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and smack that notification bell so you won't ever miss out on any of my future Marvel Rivals related content, and I will catch y'all in the moonlight. Peace.